All right, hello everyone. I am back as hosting your favorite host, of course, right? I mean, no, I'm sorry, no one can beat Ronnie. I can't lie to myself. But I am back for hosting this wonderful run. It's gonna be HP1 GBC Glitchless by Bent Cat. It's gonna be really interesting. Very quickly, before I start this run, we have a little incentive of if we reach our final goal, which is $1,750. Enric will do an HP5 GBA any person run. We all know how much Enric loves 5 GBA, so if we could get there. Right now we're at $1,135, so you guys are killing it. We're all killing it. But yeah, that's it for me. Take it away, Ben, and we can start whenever you want.
All right. So as you can see, today we're doing Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, as some people will know it. And it's going to be a glitchless run. So we'll start when the new game starts. I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Good luck, good luck.
Thank you, thank you. So the first part of the run is about a minute of pretty much just talking simulator. Harry picking out his wand. And in the meantime, I'll tell a little bit about the run. I think most people are more familiar with this run with the N% category, which has a lot of glitches, a lot of skips. This run has none of it. It's all playing the game as the developers intended it to. There we go. We got our wand. Now we get our cards. And here is the first important choice of the run. We get the choice of 4 different card decks. We'll have to pick the second one, because that one contains the card spell Sickle Seek, which we'll need to make a bit of money during the first boss fight and then during the first grind session, of which there are pretty much 3, but the first one is very short. Second one is about 20 minutes, maybe 30 if we don't have any good luck. And then the last one, the chicken fight simulator, which everyone who's run this loves so much. That one will take around half an hour. So with the estimated runtime of 2 hours and 20 minutes, the half of it pretty much is all grinding for levels.
I didn't actually know that it took that long to grind for EXP on chickens. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I think about an hour and 15 minutes into the run we'll reach the chickens. And I saw that we've already raised like $1,135, I see. So there's 2 ways that I can do the end game of this. And one is getting to a save level and making sure that there are no issues with the fights at the end. Or I could stop a level earlier. And I was thinking, if you guys reach 1250, I'll stop a level earlier and really go full risk, try to get another world record. Because last time I was on Potterthon, I also managed to set the world record on this game. So if we can reach that, I'll go full risk and see if we can set another one.
That would be really cool. Definitely get those donations in.
And if anyone has seen the leaderboard of this, the estimated runtime of this is a lower time than the number 2 time has. Also, here's the first level up, and that's grind 1 done. So yeah, we reach the estimated time, then we reach a time that so far I'm still the only person who's ever done that. And that's still 10 minutes away from world record. So you can see how somewhat dead this this category is, but it's definitely my favorite. I've done a few other HP2 GBC Glitchless and HP3 on the GBA, but you know, every runner has the one game that they just excel at, that there's their favorite. This is definitely mine. Now oh damn it. I was just about to say hopefully we can get through this entire through the entire Gringotts Vault without getting any encounters, but right as I was about to say that, we got an encounter, but we were able to flee. And here is our first boss fight. So best case scenario, the big red gets a couple of misses in. We're able to sickle seek. And we should be able to just beat it, but sometimes it can go terribly wrong. Like here, I was in a little bit of precarious situation, but we made it, we made it.
This fight is horrible, even any percent.
I can imagine, because I think with any percent you do a lot of like poison and turn skips, but
yeah, any
with
percent
this-
is not that bad, especially with like the new route we found now. It's like we level up, and we also have enemy attack skip. But,
oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that there's a lot of like new developments in the GBC one any percent. But I, other than seeing that the channel in the Discord has been very active, I haven't really seen what exactly has been going on. But it's cool. There's been a lot of new developments. But yeah, we got through the first boss fight. Oh, go ahead.
You probably heard about the credit warp, I think.
Uh huh.
And yeah, it's essentially now the run is like 16 minutes, just because we
God.
credit warp right after we enter in the dungeons. It's really stupid.
It's starting to turn into those like old glitched Pokemon runs where you just manipulate everything at the start and just end up in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's really stupid. We have to buy so much of like everything, like 226 potion kit back, or yeah, exactly what Mark posted in the chat. That's what we have to get for any percent.
Oh god. I admire anyone who does any percent runs, but my brain could never handle that. It's so much. I prefer just a casual long grind session. But then again, it is a lot to remember in the route, as Nixo said. Because it is an almost 2.5 hour speed run. But yeah, we got through the first boss fight, we got our shopping list now. Gotta buy a potion bag, we gotta buy a cauldron. For those who were paying attention, you saw that we got a little like system notice after the first boss fight, which means that we got a accessory. In this case, what we can get from the rat fight is a good set of boots, which means we get better boots than we could get at the clove shops, and we also don't need to buy those. So it saves time in a lot of different ways. And here we are also introduced to Malfoy for the first time, with his beautiful sprite. And there we go. Buy all that we need here. And then we can equip all our first things. Once we reach Hogwarts, there will be the Fred and George shop where we can buy even more high tier accessories. And the first thing that we'll probably be looking for is the belt. After which we'll get the cloak as well, hopefully, if everything goes well. One thing that we don't want to upgrade is the gloves. Because one of the classes that we will have to do at Hogwarts is oh god, I've forgotten the name. The one McGonagall teaches. And for that one, if we upgrade our gloves, we cannot just pick up the candle bunny anymore. Transfiguration, that's one. And so it might seem very, very tempting to buy better gloves, since the gloves are one of the cheapest accessories that you can buy in this game, but it'll make you fight the candle rabbit, which will only lose you time. Now we're going up to what you could consider like a sort of second boss fight. It's more like a, I guess like a mini boss, where first we'll learn a new spell from Hermione, and after which we will be fighting Malfoy for the first time. Or I say the first time, for the only time. But fighting Malfoy seems to be a very recurring theme in the RPG games. There we go. We've gone through Ron's vast dialogue about candy.
I still think it's really weird that you fight Malfoy in the train in your first year. You haven't even learned any spell, technically.
Exactly. Also, here coming up is my favorite sound bit in the game. I love those screams so much.
Good old GBC screams.
So, there's something that we do want to have happen in this fight, which is either we get a crit or Malfoy misses one of his spells. Otherwise, we'll have to use another turn to heal, which all just takes more and more time, and we only have one more pumpkin pasty. There, Malfoy misses, so now it should be easy cruising. Unless he gets a crit, which would be sad, but there we go. There's a lot of parts in this game that kind of hang on not getting a crit, because you're pretty much in crit range, but usually crits don't happen very often. Usually. There we go. We've reached the beach, or the pier from where we will take the boat up to Hogwarts. But there's sort of like another grind. I guess if you count the red ones as well, then there's like 4 grinds. This one's gonna take a little longer. Kind of forgot about this one when I was explaining the grinds, but this one doesn't take too long. It's like 5 minutes.
I hate this part so much. With passion.
Well, normally I kind of, like in casual gameplay, I don't like this part. I want to avoid fights here, but in this it's kind of necessary to get 2 level ups. So
I just really don't know what they were thinking of, like, yeah, it's gonna be a good idea to have like an encounter every 5 seconds running into you. It's just I don't know.
My biggest issue with this part is the dragonflies, because they give like pretty much no experience. Why are they all just running away? Normally it's not this hard to get an encounter. But yeah, the best thing that we can get here are the clams, because the clams basically give 10 experience for 1 hit, whereas the dragonflies only give half. The tentacles are alright, they give a little more experience per hit than the dragonflies do, but if we can get a bunch of clams to fight, that would be perfect. And in the meanwhile, we're also building up some experience for Vertimilius. So that once we reach the first of the 2 tedious grinds, we can get a leveled up Vertimilius, so that will make the grind a lot easier. There we go, this should be our first level up. And now we have 1 more to go. And given that we just fought 2 clams and a tentacle, I don't think we'll have to fight a lot more. We got another clam. Also, welcome in everyone joining again. Nice 22 experience. Don't see that a lot. Just the tentacles also fine. Pretty much any fight I like as long as there's no dragonflies here. And if we do happen to get a few fights after reaching the second level up, doesn't matter too much, since the only fight that we're gonna have to do before healing up again is the one against the armor set. And usually, if you enter the armor set battle with full HP, you can get out with like 30, 40 HP left. So a few hits from some enemies here and there is kind of fine, and it also helps getting Vertimilius leveled up sooner. But oh. There we go. We got one more fight.
Man. So close from not hitting it.
But yeah, as I said, this is completely fine, and it will only help with some easy Vertimilius experience, which will make the hospital grind so much easier. And there we go. We've reached the dungeon. And now it's a matter of trying not to get any encounters until the armor set. One fun thing about the... I thought I moved around it enough, but I didn't. Oh my god, this is really bad. One fun thing about the hitbox in this game is Harry's entire body is pretty much a hitbox. So if you walk across a wall on the top, they kind of want to try and emulate a 3D setting so you can walk along it, but that also just minimizes Harry's hitbox to just his feet. There we go. So now I might want to take a small heal just before the fight with the armor set, just to be a little more safe. But I think we should have still one more pumpkin pasty or pasty. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, pasty sounds correct.
Pasty, yeah. Pasty sounds more correct, but it also sounds like you're insulting someone, calling them pasty.
That's true.
And there we go. This is a really easy fight because you can just spam A, since Flipendo is the strongest spell that we have against this guy. And it takes only 3 or 4 hits to take it down, depending on whether or not we get crits. No crits, so it takes 4 hits. And we have a lot of HP remaining. So one thing that sometimes I skip, but for now I'll take it, is a pepper up potion here. If we want to go full risk, then we can skip it. Saves like 5 seconds, which in the span of the 2-hour run that this is, you know, it's not a lot, but I've been working on trying to get a sub 2-hour best sum, like possible what's it called? Best possible sum of segments or something. And so far my my best sum is like 2 hours and 2 minutes. So I'm very close to getting that sub 2 possibility.
Damn. Yeah, I would imagine with the amount of art, especially in Glitchless, the amount of RNG that you can probably get your sum of best like very low, like compared to PB.
There's so much RNG going on, but still, I've ran this like so many times. I've been running this for 2 years, and I think my PB is like a 209 or 207, but I didn't record it. So it doesn't
Oh,
count. So the world record
no.
is a 2:11.
That's
But
very sad.
but even on my PB, there's still like 7 minutes to gain, and even that would not be a perfect run. But yeah, we got the feast here. There's a lot of segments in this game where we pretty much just get flash banged into cutscenes, and this part is particularly bad. We get like 2 or 3 flashbangs. That's 1, and that's 2, and that's 3.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this white screen. It's so bad.
It's got its charm. It's all in the old game charm, yeah. Same as this. You'd think while that guy's walking, we could just walk as well, but no, it's all part of the cutscene. So here, before we get to our dorm, there's a few items that we need to pick up. First, there's the wormwood here in McGonagall's office. Then we got a few places with money that we can pick up, and the money that we can pick up is all RNG based, anywhere between 100 and 200 sickles. There we got 116, so quite a low roll. Probably we get a few high rolls so that we can get a good belt from the shop, while also getting a bunch of cards for more sickle seeks, but we'll see how it goes. 128, again another low roll. 100, that's as low as it goes.
Not very lucky.
167, mediocre. We have 1 more to go, so we'll see how much money we get from that one. But so far, not great. And also the classroom to the right here has 1 more item that we need to pick up for the herbology class. An aconite. And there we go. We can sometimes get encounters in that classroom and they can be very strong, which I prefer not to fight with. 184, that's a pretty good roll. And I think, looking at how much money we had left over after buying all our clothes and accessories, we got a pretty high roll in the sickle seek with the rat fight. So maybe it all balances out. We'll see. So now we've got multiple quests going on. We gotta get the password to enter our dormitory. We also need to level up to level 12. We're currently level 6. And here, let me see, how much money do we have? We got 1200. I think that's fine. We'll buy the belt. There's a good chance that we may or may not have any card for sickle seek, but I'm willing to risk it. The chocolate fox. Oh, we'll equip our new belt. Get a little bit stronger before the fights, because we need pretty much all the power that we can get for this grind. The first few levels are really tough to get through, and you need a lot of RNG to get good battles. So hopefully the hospital grind doesn't screw us over too much, but first we'll get the tie for Nearly Headless Nick. I don't know how the hell he's gonna wear it, but he wants it, so we'll get it for him. And now it's back up to the 4th floor of the hospital wing. And there's multiple things that I want to get out of the grind. There's of course the levels. There's Vertimillious Duo, which we should get towards the later levels, like level 10, level 11. And hopefully we will also get a few Wiggenweld potions for healing. Maybe a few pepper ups for magic points. If this guy doesn't block the entrance. I feel like that's a felony, blocking the entrance to a hospital. Let's heal up, and here goes the first awful grind. I think the chicken grind is longer than this one, but this one is just really tedious. Also, we need a lot of luck to get through this, but we'll see how it goes. If I can get a crit here, that would be amazing. Nope. So now I'm banking on them missing a lot, which is probably not going to happen. So right now I need preferably both of them to miss. Yeah, no. Unfortunate.
You do a lot of damage.
Yeah, the first part of this grind is wild. Preferably we'd get the blue rat with the red spider. Here we just got a blue rat. It's fine. Anything that we can defeat right now. Oh, nice crit as well. Anything we can defeat we'll take. And we'll just try to get level ups as soon as possible. I got one of each of the candy. So I got like 45 health left to heal in small heals. The rest I'll have to do with the nurse. But also just a rough part of... Oof. A rough part about this is that pretty much every single enemy here goes first in every turn. So if you get a battle that you really don't want to fight, like the one we just got in, you're gonna have to sit through all of their attacks before you can try to even leave the combat. And even then, fleeing doesn't always work. Here we got another easy fight. Once we get a fight with 2 or more enemies that we can beat, we'll also use Sickle Seek to get a ton of money. There we got our first level up. We still have 5 to go. This is, again, a battle that I really won't want to fight. For one, it doesn't really give that much experience. And also the big rat is very tough to take out. It takes like 3 to 4 hits with 30 millius Uno. But once we get the upgraded spell, then maybe if we get one of those fights, we can consider fighting it. Here it's just a big rat, so I'll go ahead and fight it. Especially if it misses a bunch, that's always nice. Let's see if we kill it here. Yeah, nice. Didn't get a level up, but we did get a potion, I saw, which is not always good. I try to not use a lot of potions during this grind, but sometimes it's kind of like risk versus reward. If we get a fight with a bunch of spiders, that's so much experience, so much money, that sometimes it's kind of worth it to use a potion. And we also want to maximize the amount of fights that we get with where Vermilius is the main spell that we use. The Toad is very defensive against Vermilius, but Vermilius it can't handle very well. If we just get a Toad fight and it doesn't poison us, we'll fight it, but... Let's see. I think this might be our second level up. No. Here's our last small heal, and hopefully we'll have enough HP for whatever fight we come across next. Okay, yeah. Oof. These sort of turn-based RPG runs, I really love them. Same with Pokemon. I used to run Pokemon as well, but anytime you miss yourself, it hurts a little on the inside. Still no level up. Damn. How much time spent grinding in this run? There's a lot. We've had maybe like 5 minutes with the rats and the water. This one takes, I think, 20 minutes, and then the rat or the chicken fights can take like half an hour.
I feel like the problem in this game is like some of the boss are like ridiculously hard. Like the troll in the bathroom is impossible.
Oh yes. Because it's one of those games that really doesn't hold your hand, so you kind of gotta grind your way through it. And that really works for casual gameplay, but if you're trying to speed run it, those moments can really mess with you. Oh, a miss. Might have to spend 2 Wiggenwelds on this, which is not great, but hopefully we can get a bunch of money out of it as well, which will then make up for the lost potions. Yeah, I'll use 1 more Wiggenweld and then we can set everything up. We got a Sickle Seek, nice. There we go. I think this is pretty much a guaranteed win at this point. And let's see. Yeah, we got 1100 sickles from that, where usually in a fight you get like maybe 100, 150. So we definitely won back those 2 Wiggenwelds that we used. I don't mind finding these, but the moment I get poisoned, I'm out. This game does deserve an epilepsy warning. It's not as bad as the second game, because in the second game you use a lot of card spells that are, oh, they're rough. They're very rough. But this one just has all like the cutscenes, and all the scene switches are just flashes of white. It's not good.
Sometimes you get like 4 white flashes in a row. It's like actually ridiculous.
It's, yeah. I feel bad for all the millennials with epilepsy that spend times as kids playing through these games and wondering why am I feeling so bad? Why am I feeling so bad after playing this for half an hour?
Yeah, I wonder.
Okay, don't miss, don't miss. Come on. Yes. Okay, good. I kind of lost track of what. Okay, we got 3 more levels to go. I think I just got a level up. I think I saw 1 frame. Yeah, there we go. The one thing that we do want to get soon is Verdemilius Duo. Hopefully we'll get it within the next few battles, because the sooner we get it, the easier the last couple of fights are. Because level 11 and level 12 really take a lot of grinding. And there we go, we got the upgraded Verdemilius. So now, even a fight like this, although the first turn is going to be rough, we're going to take a lot of damage. But with 2 misses, I don't mind. Oh, what a crit. 84. Usually takes 2 hits to kill one of those red spiders, but now we can all one-shot them. The green spiders, though, Verdemilius is not very effective against them. So we'll have to do with Vermilius, which takes 3 hits instead of 2. But with the amount that this guy is missing, we don't even have to spend a potion. And this should be a ton of experience. The green spider on its own already gives 65. Yeah, 129. 2 more levels. And this is a fight I really don't want to be in. The big rat will still take 2 hits, even with Verdemilius Duo, and every single turn you get the chance to be poisoned from the toads. Oh. I didn't do my inputs correctly, but that's still a decent. What? I need to take my time. I need to start taking my time with these. There we go.
Trying to go too fast.
Oh, and then I miss. Okay, yeah. Of course. Okay, at this point I'm just committed. I don't care about the poison. What I don't like about these fights is the enemies, when they poison you twice, they stack their poison. But if I try to poison an enemy multiple times, it just stays at 20 damage. Like, that would make the Voldemort fight, the fights with the chess pieces, so much easier. But we take what we can get. And now the fights like this that before I kind of had to steer clear from, I can easily get through. Let's see. Let's get another heal in. Preferably, I would want to end this grind around 35 minutes in, but getting it below 40 minutes is always good. Oh, this is great. Almost all of them missing. We should get through this no problem. Oh, again, great crit. It's always nice to see those high numbers when you're so early game.
We love crits, except when it's on her.
Oh yes, yeah. When it's on us, it's pain, it's misery. But luckily, usually they don't get crits. Oh, and we do apparently. Oh my god. There we go. We got another level. I think that's one more to go. And I saw just about 40 experience, so a single spider could already set us up. But something like this that we can kill in one turn will also take. So maybe one more fight, depending on what we get. Ah, 2 more fights. There we go. And looking at the timer, it's looking like we'll finish this grind at a pretty decent time. 1 spider to finish it all off with. Perfect. And there we go. That's the hospital grind done. We're out of here. Now we can deliver the tie that we got to nearly headless Nick, and we can get into our dorms finally. But right after this is my least favorite bit of the entire run, which is the potions class, for which we will be having to collect some ingredients for an antidote or something to heal whatever Neville did to himself. And one of the ingredients that we have to get is snake fangs, for which we'll have to fight some snakes on the Hogwarts grounds. And usually my RNG with it is either I get the snake fangs after 1 fight, or it takes me like 10 fights. I tried to practice this run earlier today, and it literally took me a dozen fights to get the snake fangs finally. And in terms of time, it can really make or break a run.
And while we're in cutscene, if you don't mind, I'll read a quick donation, which I wanted to earlier, but apparently it didn't show, but that's okay. We got $100 from the huge ape, first Potterthon where I'm not broke. Good luck to all the runners, and let's keep up the support for the Trevor project. Thank you so much, Ape. Sorry for missing your donation. You're the best.
Thank you so much,
I love
Ape.
you.
Yeah, in a bit we'll have a lot of places where there's cutscenes coming up, or very repetitive things going on, so we'll have even more time. Actually, why am I going this way? We'll have enough time to read any donations that come in. And as I said at the beginning of the run, if we can reach like 1250, I'll go full risk on the end and see if we can get another world record this Potterthon.
Only $25 more to go. Oh, or 15. Yeah, I can't do math, as always. It's all good. Only $15 more to go, guys.
Oh. There we go. And now we get Neville screwing up his potion. Like that seems bad. That seems like not something you'd want to send a year 1 to get ingredients for, but apparently that's how Snape does his classes. So 2 of the 3 ingredients are really easy to get. The first one is right across here. In Snape's office, there's a big poster of a snake that happens to have a snake skin on it for some reason.
How lucky.
Next one will be down at Hagrid's house, where very conveniently Hagrid is exterminating some bugs. And we happen to need some bug eyes. In the meantime, any encounter that we get here, we'll try not to avoid. We'll try to get, because any encounter can have snakes, and we do need our snake fangs. A crit, nice, we'll take that. And no snake fangs, unfortunately, but still have a lot of time. And there we go. Why did it have to be snakes? Definitely not because it's Snape's class, but there we go. Beetle Eyes, one set, and the second set is here. And now we just need to get some RNG for the snakes. Because the encounters don't want to seem to go on my walking path. I'll go to them. Come on. No snakes. Oh god, this is turning out not to be a great start of the run. Here we go. We got at least one snake. Hope it doesn't poison me. Good. Because the snail is quite tanky. So preferably we don't get poison from the snake. Otherwise we're gonna lose a ton of HP. And it's always nice if we can actually hit the monsters. It's nice if we can hit the monsters. There we go. This is quite the anticipation build up for whether or not we'll get snake fangs. Come on, come on. Snake fangs, there we go. Only 2 or 3 minutes wasted, but it is what it is.
In old any-person, it used to be a lot easier because we could just duplicate the same fight over and over. But I'll do that in this.
Oh yeah, that would be so nice if I could just duplicate the single snake fight. That would solve so many issues, but unfortunately it is a 2-hour run, so oh nice. See, we got a $20 donation.
And I will read it right now.
We have the time.
Perfect. We got $20 from the donation from I Niger. Glad you're all supporting such a great charity. Thank you so much. And we did reach the incentive that you just put for
oh yes,
$50.
We're gonna have a risky end to the run.
Just a quick reminder that Henry, we have a small incentive from Henry who will be doing a Harry Potter 5 GBA any person right after the little quiz that SLS made, sorry. It's gonna be pretty cool, so get those donations in. We are only $400 off, $500 off.
Yeah, I think with the donations that we've been getting through, that should be very possible. Thank you guys very much for all the support for such a great cause. Now this is one hell of a mini game. I always manage to hit at least one of the bushes here. Oh, and there we go. Ooh. Oh my god. This is very rough.
This part is horrible. It's so bad.
It's really hard to keep your focus on this because the screen is just constantly like glitching. But there we go. We made it with 2 hits of the bushes. So not too much
Not
time
bad.
lost there. That's our first class done. We got a few classes coming up. We'll do them in order from the ground floor or the Hogwarts grounds up to the 4th floor. And hopefully everything will go well. I've had moments where for the upcoming class of herbology I forgot to pick up the aconite on the 7th floor, but this time I managed to remember. So it should be an easy class this. We just need to collect some herbs and then grab some potion recipes from Snape. And oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, that's a few seconds lost. Whatever just happened. I don't know. I've never had that happen to me.
Just wanted to talk to Sprout before the class starts.
Wanted to get a quick word in, like, please don't make us team up. I don't want to go with Hermione. But yeah, there's I think 3 or 4 herbs that we have to pick up. Here we got the asphodel root, then we got the mandrake root in this little shrub there. And then I forgot what it was. That's over here somewhere. Wait, where? Here. Didn't go down enough, didn't he? There we go. And now we should have all the ingredients that we need. I take one wrong path and now I'm just completely bamboozled as to where I need to go.
This game is way too confusing.
It's such a big place for the game. I think in GBC 2 they really scaled down a lot of the game, the grounds as well as every single floor. But in this game everything is just so massive. So it's easy to get lost in places like the grounds where everything just kind of looks like each other. Or looks like everything else. But yeah, we got everything. Now we just need to pick up our potion recipes from Snape, and that finishes the class. And then we're off to Transfiguration. For which I also need to remember, because after the hospital grind usually I get some potions from the Fred and George store, but I'll have to get that at some point in the meantime. We do need to go to the 5th floor at some point. So we'll be just around the corner from Fred and George's shop. So when we reach the 5th floor, I'll just go down and grab some potions, grab maybe a cloak if we can get it, if we can afford it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And here is the rabbit. And since we don't have the upgraded glove yet, we can just pick it up and finish the class early. And with that, we get my all-time favorite spell, which is Incendio, which we'll also be using a lot throughout the run. But yeah, every single of the turn-based RPG games in Harry Potter, I don't know why, I just have a love for Incendio. I know Nixo's favorite spell is Flipendo. I know, Flo, if you have a favorite spell?
Let me think. It's a difficult question. Mimblewimble. Best spell ever. Only in HP2 PC.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I have no clue what spell that is.
If I had to pick this game, probably the how do you even pronounce that? Mucus nauseabond?
Mucus ad nauseam, yeah.
Yeah, that one is way too OP for all 90%. Just chain poison. It's so good.
Yeah, it's really good. Especially if you can be consistent with the turn skips, then it's just so much damage. Here is my I said my least favorite part of the run was the potions class, but this is up there as well.
I need a notepad for this. It's too hard for me.
I'm gonna have to focus now because it's gonna get a lot harder. Let's see, down, left, up, up. Sometimes there's patterns that you can find in these, but sometimes it's also just completely random and I just forget halfway through. Oh, there we go. 4 ups. That's nice. Left, up, 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 left, right. Okay. Left, up, 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 left, right. And now we got the hardest one. Up, 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 down. Okay. 4 ups again. Nice. Makes it easy. Up, 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 down, up, left. Okay. Up, 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 down, up, left. Last one. Up, 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 down, up, left, left, down. Okay. Up, 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 down, up, left, left, down. Oh, okay. I was starting to doubt myself at the end there, but we made it through. There we go.
Congratulations, and we can celebrate that with a new donation.
Ooh.
By Claromatic. I hope I pronounced that right.
Oh, Claire.
Claire. Okay. At $20. Thank you very much, Claire.
Thank you, Claire. That's my girlfriend.
Oh.
Coming in, showing support.
Thank you very much for the support, Claire.
And now we reach the part where we get Flo's favorite spell.
Let's go.
I don't know how many...
I actually had a run that died because I didn't know you needed to use the book for the curse. That's how you get the spell. And I got all the way to Voldemort, and I was like, why do I not have the spell?
Ooh, yeah, no, that sucks. Yeah, I know many people know this, but if you wanna get another extra potion for free while you're sick here, you can go to the nurse and you get a free Wiggenweld. And since we're playing safe here and we want to get as many potions as we can get, might as well get a free one. Let's go to the Fred and George store, since we skipped that when we were going back to the dormitories. Hold on, I want to talk to you first. Oh, we have more than enough money for... oh, we don't have enough money for the lined hat, but we do have enough money for Dragon Claw gloves. Hopefully that doesn't make the run too difficult, since we can only buy 2 Wiggenwelds, but let's see.
I believe in the misses.
I think 2 standard Wiggenwelds should be enough, because the only thing that we really need it for is the troll fight, and then maybe for the Devil's Snare. But usually the Devil's Snare will have enough money by that time to buy even more potions again. Alright, Vermilius is the strongest spell that we have right now. And even though it does pretty decent damage, the troll just happens to have a huge amount of damage, or a huge amount of HP. Luckily it doesn't deal that much damage, so it's not a rough or a hard fight, it's just one that takes a very long time. And hopefully, if RNG is with us today, we'll get I think the Bastion Belt or Champion Belt, something like that, from the troll, which is one hell of an overpowered belt. So if we can get that, that would be absolutely amazing. If we don't get it, it's still fine, we can still make it. But It'll just be a tiny bit harder. The biggest thing that that belt gives is like 20 HP, I think, which is crazy. But in about 4 turns, I think we'll see. Maybe 3 or 2. Ah, there we go. No belt, but we did get a level up. Time to use the curse book. Curse is gone, we get Mucus ad nauseum. And that's one of the 2 spells that we need to set up for the Voldemort fight. Where in the any percent runs, you can turn skip to just keep Mucus ad nauseum going. In Glitchless, we'll have to make use of the Paralyze spell, Locomotor Mortis, I think it's called, which we'll get in a bit once Harry gets his invisibility cloak and we're able to get into the forbidden section of the library. Here we have our second to last class done. It's very nice that we got that level up, because now we reach a class that has a mini boss and we will not have to heal prior to it. Also, I feel like I'm constantly starting to shrimp in my chair, so if I start fading out of the webcam, just yell at me.
Oh god. Please be okay.
Whenever I'm playing a game, I just get more and more comfortable, but I need to remember that I need to sit upright to stay in the webcam.
This run is too cozy.
It is. It's just a very, very comfortable run. You don't have to do any crazy frame perfect glitchless. You can just cruise through. Okay, we're back to Diagon Alley, where we'll have to talk to the mysterious man again. After which
I
he'll
wonder
grant
who
us...
that could be.
I really wonder. I have no clue. But the kind man does grant us access to his vault, where we can get a card that he wanted to trade with us. And there's definitely not something weird going on in the vault. We can just grab the card and go out, I think.
I'm sure.
Oh no, look at that.
Surely that was not planned on purpose. There is no way.
No, he wouldn't. Such a kind stranger. There's no danger to strangers. Don't quote that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, I did the wrong spell there, but... Oh yeah, no. That doesn't do any damage. Oof. Okay, that's a miss, that's good. That's another miss, that's good, we'll take that. Ah, I was gonna say, if we can get another miss in, that would make the entire thing okay again, but... It's still not too bad. Another miss. Okay, I think everything... The universe is reset. A nice crit of 111.
Ooh.
And now we get to try out our best spell in the game. And if this guy keeps missing, that would be perfect. No need for potions, except maybe... Yeah, we'll probably... Ooh! Unless we get crits like that, then we might not need a pepper up potion. And this is a quick and easy fight. Look at that. That's what we like to see. Ah, we got Dragon Claw gloves. Didn't need to buy them from the store, but who knows? Maybe if we didn't have the Dragon Claw gloves on us, then we wouldn't have such a good fight, but... Always nice to get the RNG loot from the bosses. I think this is definitely one of the quicker times I have on this class. Oh. And sometimes if you walk while speaking to someone, it can start glitching. Luckily, it's not a glitch that disqualifies this run, so let's hope that all the glitches in this game stay at those weird glitches like that.
That would be a very unfortunate way to invalidate your run.
A preference of combat option layout HP1 or HP2? Definitely HP1. I really prefer... Like, I like what HP2 did, but I think they did it better in HP3 when the spell selection was just a bit more limited. And it's a bit more easy to look through, but there's just too much going on in the battle options for HP2. And of course, Neville was also lost outside because he couldn't remember the password. So right now, Malfoy has challenged us to a magic duel, and in reality there is no magic duel. But we're going there anyway. And as you may notice, there's teachers on the floors keeping an eye out for any students that might be out of bed, but luckily they're quite blind. Maybe they've fallen asleep while standing up, who knows, but we're able to just walk past them without any issues, and we've arrived to the 3rd floor. And on this way there's luckily no encounters, but on the way back we will need to keep an eye out for encounters. And if we do happen to bump into one, then usually we'll flee, but if it's a fight with a single troll, we will probably just take the fight, because then we get another chance at getting the belt, which at any point is great to have. I don't know what happened there with the door. A glitchless GBC duo. That would be... I do want to get that going. But I don't think there's anyone with interest in that except for me. Maybe Nixo, so there's another category where he has to get top 10 in. So there will be 2 runners.
Yeah, if you get 2 runs, then we can add a award. Maybe. We'll see.
Alright, now we have to start keeping an eye out for encounters. I always thought that the stairs were like safe havens for encounters. Like the moment you reach the stairs, you're good. But then once in my life, I've gotten an encounter on a staircase. So I don't know how much truth there is in saying that the staircases are safe. But it seems that we made it through. There we go.
Yeah, no, the encounters in this game are ridiculous. They can just spawn everywhere.
Yeah, and honestly, it sometimes just feels like there's some algorithm going on in the back. Like, where is he going? Where is he walking? Let's put an encounter right there.
The game knows.
Oh, and here we got a bunch of really long flashbangs into the setup for the troll fight. For which first we will have to check if we're full HP and whatnot, because I'm not sure if we are, since we just had the fight with the rat. But let's have a quick look. We are not full HP at all. Luckily we seem to have a ton of potions, 48 magic, yeah, so now everything's full. There we go. Now the feast is supposed to start, but there's Quirrell stuttering his way through, telling us that there's a troll. Not in the dungeon this time, but on the 1st floor where Hermione seems to be crying in the toilets. Well done, Harry. There's one cutscene here that I don't want to avoid. Or that I don't want it to take too long. And the closer you are to the wall there, the less Harry has to walk, so the more time you save. Scroll in the comments. Oh god. I do love the sprite of the walking troll. It's so it's like a little stubby. Might be because I have it set on 16:9, but alright. Time to hope for crits from our side and misses from his side. We'll see how this goes. I think we're doing pretty good in terms of potions. Although I did see that we only have one more pepper up. So I'm hoping that it'll go well. Nice.
The health this guy has is ridiculous. I
It's
just want to point it
insane.
out.
So that's why I'm hoping we get a few crits in and not too many misses. And we are running a little, yeah. We are running a little low on pepper up, so I'll just try to make use of my mana as much as I can. My magic points. This seems to have gotten it to about halfway, so with one pepper up we should be fine to kill it. But it is a little dodgy. Okay, we can take one more hit before we need to heal again. There we go. Let's do a grand heal up to full. If we can get a crit in, that would put my mind at ease, but oh boy, it's getting a little close. Okay, I think we should be good. One or two more hits. Oh, there we go. Nice, nice.
Let's go.
That is the most nerve-wracking part of the game, because that, depending on the potions that you have, like I only had one pepper up, it can really just throw the game off. If we cannot get past the troll fight, there's no way around it. We can't get more potions or anything. So at that point the run will just be dead. But now it's easy cruising. Next thing that we have coming up is the chicken grind. Other than that, we just got the end game. And now we reach the chickens. And now we reach the point of the game where if you're stuck at any point, a solid chance is just go to Hagrid. 9 out of 10 times, the thing that we have to do at this point of the game is just go to Hagrid. Something happened, we get some cutscene, then we go to Hagrid. Then we talk a little again, we go to Hagrid. We open up our presents on Christmas. Stuff happens, we go to Hagrid. So going to Hagrid at this part is always a solid plan if you're stuck. And I think now we're just going to discuss the thing we saw with the three-headed dog, but the second time around we will be fighting the chickens. There we go, we got our presents. One of the reasons why I do prefer this game over HP1 GBC as well is HP2 is so heavy on the dialogue, but there's parts like this in this game where it's also just there's so much talking going on. Like, just go to the gameplay, please. Alright. Peeves stole our presents, hid it in Filcher's closet, I think is what it is. Or like a storage chamber. Oh. That's not what we want. Oh, and they both miss and we get to run away. So, other than the little bit of time loss, we are good. Oh, and this is also gonna be the introduction to one of my favorite shortcuts in this game. There's many shortcuts throughout the castle, Same in HP2 GBC, HP3 GBA. I don't know about the other handhelds, but in this game, we get to go through the Griffin's butt on the 2nd floor.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, HP2 GBC, weirdly enough, only has 2 shortcuts in the entire game and nothing else.
I mean, it is nice because you don't have to remember a lot of shortcuts, but those, especially one of them, I think it's the one with the 4th floor you use so much, at least in Glitchless. I don't know about any percent.
In any percent, we usually, I think, use the one you literally just used here.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
There we go. We got our presents back. We got some fun items. We got a flute, which will be handy. Ron gets a sweater. We get 50 pence. Good stuff. A wizard and witcher's card. Ron opens up all his presents but doesn't say what he gets. It's kind of weird champ. But the last present that we have is our invisibility cloak, which we'll immediately use for illegal activities, of course. After getting flashbanged 4 more times. Never mind. So now we make our way to the library, to the forbidden section, and we get our 2nd very important spell for the fights in the later part of the game. Which I wish we had with the troll, but, you know, it is what it is. Can't have everything. And it's also a shame that the shortcuts don't work at night. It's just so much walking at this point, otherwise it would save so much time, but I guess the school knows.
Because all the encounter spawns too, so it's just really bad timing for the shortcuts to not be available.
Yeah, that's why that daytime glitch that you guys have in any percent is really nice, but
oh yeah, for sure.
You can also just avoid encounters, forehead. Why glitch? Oh, that's not the book we want. This is the one we want.
Or you can do like 2 GBC and not have encounters spawn in the castle, which is way better.
There we go. Now we have to avoid Snape here. Otherwise he makes a very weird comment about being able to smell a 1st year. It's like, why do you know what a 1st year smells like? Oh.
That is very weird.
Ooh, a single troll. I kind of want to fight this. Just for the chance of getting that belt. Who knows? We might not get the belt, but if we don't get the belt, then the troll still gives a lot of experience, which will cut down some time from the chicken grind. So, however way this plays out, it's just a tiny bit of time loss. Nothing too bad. Especially since we reached the 1250 goal that I set. So we're stopping 1 level early on the chickens. One thing that I do have to keep in mind is that if I stop a level early on the chickens, there's a possibility that we don't level up from the Devil's Snare. In which case, I will have to heal, but I need to keep that in mind because I've done that without healing and then went into the next fight with a chess piece on low HP and immediately got knocked out. No belt, but we did get an upgraded Vermilius and an immediate another encounter. Oh, there we go. Now we are unable to go to the 6th floor, so we'll have to make our way to this hallway where we find the Mirror of Desire. And Then 3, 2, 1, Dumbledore jump scare.
What do you think you would see in the mirror?
I'm not sure. Maybe I see myself. Damn it. With a copy of Harry Potter where there's no encounters there at night.
That makes that. I agree with that 100%. No, I agree more.
Alright, there we go. Almost made it. There's this part where it's one big floor of encounter possibilities. There we go. Flo just see himself with every single HP world record. Flo, do you want to get this world record as well?
Yeah, sure. Probably not. Too much RNG.
It'd be nice to have some competition.
Yeah, it would probably just be me pestering about RNG the whole time. Maybe one day we'll see.
Who knows? Who knows? All right, now we get to our favorite part of the game, the chicken run, the chicken grind. I think in my in the world record last year, I got at the chicken fights probably 2 minutes earlier, but with the one fight less, I think we might get that time back, so we'll be on somewhere around world record pace again. We'll see how it goes. Also, I don't know what level I entered the chicken fights at, so we might be a level ahead. And there it is, Hagrid's boulder, his dragon egg. Also,
Very nice boulder.
I'm curious how Harry knows that it's a dragon egg. Like he's been at this school for what, a month or two, but he knows what dragon eggs look like.
I'm sure they exist in the Bugger world. Surely.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's just an upscaled like lizard egg, and that's why he knows. All right, now we have to find the right spot here for the chickens. I think it's almost right. Maybe a step forward. So this is where we'll be spending the next, let's say, half an hour, 25 minutes maybe. Besides the levels, one thing. Oh, go ahead.
Riveting gameplay.
Yeah, it's amazing, especially with the old Game Boy Color. Like whatever it is, like the CPU or the RAM that is overloaded, it cannot handle having 3 enemies in one fight. It just starts lagging like crazy.
Oh, I think this fight is prone to crashing a lot as well.
Oh, is it? I've never had it crash, luckily.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I've had a
knock
couple.
on wood.
You believe?
Yeah, besides the levels, we do want Incendio to go up a level as well. Incendio Duo is going to be extremely helpful with the Voldemort's fight. Like there's a possibility to get a hit of over 200 on Quirrell, which will really speed up the fight. And we'll also be slowly unlocking our new spells, since I think it was Mucus ad Nauseam that costs like 80 magic to cast. So I think I'm still not in the right position.
Alright, and since we have a lot of downtime, I'll read a couple words about the organization that we're supporting. So we are supporting the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is the leading suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning LGBTQ young people. They work to save young lives by providing support through free and confidential suicide prevention and crisis intervention programs on platforms where young people spend their time. A 24/7 phone lifeline, chat, text, and through Trevor Space. They also provide public education, engage in advocacy efforts, and develop research. They save the lives of LGBTQ young people in crisis every single day. When LGBTQ young people feel lost, they're there to help them know that they're not alone, whenever and wherever they can reach out.
Yeah, an amazing organization.
Definitely.
We've already raised quite a lot.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just want to say we raised quite a lot of money already.
Yeah, definitely. It's really impressive. And we still have the incentive of Enric playing HP5 GBA 80%. It's a really short run because it has a very stupid glitch where if you decide to reset the console on the very first save, the game will just send you straight to the end, which makes it like an extremely short speedrun. And Enric will do that right after the Harry Potter quiz that SLS made. And if we reach our goal of donation, which is $1,750, Enric will provide us with that masterpiece of a run. So get those donations in.
Do we have any other incentives going on at the moment?
Not at the moment, but if we do reach the goal, we will probably unlock more, maybe.
Ooh, sounds interesting. All right, since the chicken fights are gonna be quite long, I'll explain what's waiting for us after a bunch of cutscenes and little like mini quests. We'll pretty much reach the end game already. There's nothing like not much really in between the grind up until the end in the chambers leading up to the Philosopher's Stone, where we'll have to fight the Devil Snare, where we'll have to keep in mind whether or not we level up after Devil Snare, so we need to heal or not. After Devil Snare we get the chess pieces, which we'll have to beat. In between there's also a mini game where we have to fly up through a bunch of keys to get to a golden key, which I always struggle with. Apparently there's some way to get through it.
Horrible.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
There's apparently like some way to get through it consistently, but I've never found it. So I just take my time. I've noticed that if you just don't try to go fast and you just try to go safe, then it'll end up being faster than trying to just go up every single time. And the chess pieces and the Devil Snare can possibly drop some extremely high tier like accessories. So if we get lucky, we might find one or two, which will make the fights against Voldemort a lot easier. And then well, before we get the fight against Quirrell, not Squirrel. The fight against Quirrell and Voldemort, we also have a potion puzzle before that, which has killed like a handful of runs of mine. Sometimes the puzzle is just really difficult to get through, and at that point it's if you don't get it in time, then you have to do the entire ending sequence, all the chambers from scratch again, which is not
it's
fun,
something
but
this
yeah.
game It's something this game likes to do that I hate is usually when you're like on a mission and you fail it, you have to redo the entire thing. Like if you get caught in the restricted section, you have to
Oh
redo the
yeah,
entire library and everything. Yeah, it's so stupid.
it can get really bad, yeah. But we'll just be confident in getting through it. I know how to solve the puzzle really easily, but it's just because you have to find a combination of cauldron and ingredients that doesn't have anything right, and then slowly you can add things that are right to it. But if you are unable to find a combination where nothing is right, it becomes hell. But we're getting through the chicken fight at quite a good pace. So far there's no real issues with missing or anything. Haven't missed an incendio. Sometimes I tend to fat finger the up button and I go up to for the milius, which somehow chicken is very resilient to. But as someone said in the oh yeah, as Islia said in the comments, it's we're currently just roasting chickens for Norbert.
Don't even have to cook them. Perfect.
Exactly.
Actual time save.
Although I don't know how good chicken is after you've, pretty much just cooked it with a flamethrower, but
It
maybe
might be a low burn.
Yeah.
I'm sure Norbert will eat them anyways.
Yeah, I don't think Norbert is gonna be very picky. Maybe just not burn it too much, but yeah, it's gonna be a little burnt on the outside and very raw on the inside. But yeah, we got, let me see, let me do math. We got 7 levels, I think, more to go. After which we'll be going on. And usually every single level takes around 2 or 3 chicken fights, so with 7 more levels to go, that's maybe like 20 more chicken fights. And hopefully in that time we'll also get Incendio Duo. But we'll see by the time we end up there. At some point we'll be strong enough to beat the chickens in one hit with Flipendo. Right now we will not be hitting enough to one-shot them, but once we can one-shot them with Flipendo, after we've reached Incendio Duo, then the Flipendo is going to be so nice, because you can just spam A for the entire thing. The moment you leave combat, you have to spam A to get into a chicken fight as well, so you could just put the controller on the table and pretty much you could make a machine to just press A at the highest speed, and then you can grab a drink real quick while it does the speed run for you. But unfortunately I don't have such a machine, so I'll just have to press A on my own. But I think we won't be strong enough.
Would be nice to have like bludgers or Flipendo Trio for this, to like kill all 3 at once.
Oh yeah. That would definitely be really nice. Because against Quirrell, Incendio is the strongest of the spells. So we'll be using a lot of Incendio against Quirrell. But against Voldemort, Flipendo is the strongest thing that we have. And I feel like I've noticed that if I use Flipendo Uno instead of Flipendo Duo, it does less damage, but it's so much quicker. So I've been using Incendio Uno a lot more, and I feel like I've saved like a couple of seconds off of that fight. So if we don't get an upgraded Flipendo off of these chicken fights at the end, it's not the end of the world. But we do really need to get that Incendio Duo. Also, yeah, the chickens are dropping ostrich feathers. I really don't know why. Maybe they're ostrich chicks, and they are just called chickens. I don't know. It's a little weird, but
And
I
just blame
guess.
everything on magic
Yeah,
when something doesn't make sense.
I was gonna say it's a world full of magic, so it's not everything is gonna make sense. How many chickens do we have to kill? I'm not sure. Like for the quest itself, I think you only need to kill 5 or 3, something like that, just a handful. But
Yeah, it's 5 chickens. Well,
yeah.
5 fights of 3 chickens, so we still have to do this 5 times, but
Yeah.
definitely not as bad as glitchless.
But we still have 5 levels to go, so we might still have like 15 fights with 3 chickens left. But we did get Incendio Duo, which I can show off real quick. And of course it misses. I don't really mind misses too much. It's gonna happen at some point during the game anyway, but if it misses on the first fight during a fight with 3 enemies, that just hurts a little. But yeah, there you go. 117 damage. And I think it's a little quicker as well than Uno. So it's always nice while we can to just use Incendio Duo to get through the chicken fight.
Do we fight chickens in glitchless because they give a lot of EXP, or mostly because they do no damage at all?
I think it's a little bit of... I think the damage, like at this point, it doesn't really matter. Because we have so much HP, we have so much defense. But it's definitely... They do give a lot of HP, and you can also just stand still and enter the another fight immediately after the first fight. So it takes a lot of time away from that as well. There's probably better experience sources, but you have to wait for encounters. You have to be lucky to get those encounters.
Yeah.
It's 25 there with Flipendo, which I think is not a one shot if it wasn't a crit. I think you need 27, but I'm not sure if it's 25 or 27. We'll see here, because we don't have any magic points. We'll have to Flipendo our way through here. 24 doesn't seem to cut it, but maybe if we get a 25 hit on one of them, we can judge. I always forget what the HP is on these chickens. 23, another low roll. If they have 25 or more, then we still need like at least 2 or 3 levels before we can consistently one shot them. But at this point I cannot judge if they have 25 or more HP. Ooh, 26 for a high roll, that's nice. But there I got a level up, so we can go back to Incendios. And we have 4 more levels to go up. Alright. If there's any more things about the event, about the team, about the Trevor project, or anything that you want to get out, now is a great time.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. If you're a bit iffy on donating, obviously only donate if you can allow yourself to. But you're definitely giving money to a great cause. They help a lot of people, and yeah, also getting closer to the incentive. We also have another incentive for which house to pick for the which Hogwarts house to pick for the Quidditch World Cup run, which will be in I think tomorrow, if I'm not wrong. Yes. So yeah, if you wanna donate towards the house that you wanna see for the Quidditch World Cup, get those donations in. Right now, it's $220 for Ravenclaw, $25 for Hufflepuff, $5 for Slytherin, and $150 for Gryffindor. So Ravenclaw is leading, but always a balance again.
I've got a feeling it's gonna be a battle between two classes or two houses.
Doesn't seem that there's a lot of love for Slytherin and Hufflepuff, unfortunately.
I don't think there's ever been a ton of love for Hufflepuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, most people are just Ravenclaw.
I've always been switching between Slytherin and Gryffindor throughout my life if I can trust the tests on like Pottermore and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm too dedicated in Slytherin. Slytherin best house.
I don't know if I want to say Slytherin's the best house, but I do fall into Slytherin a lot.
Good. So yeah, I think you've said you've been running this game for quite a bit. I think when I joined the GBC Discord, you were already running 1 GBC Glitchless.
Yeah. I've been playing this game pretty much since my early childhood, and I've always had a big love for this game, a lot of nostalgia. And when I kind of discovered speedrunning, I thought, this could be a really fun game to speedrun as well if I do start with it. And then I saw that the glitchless category isn't really run that much, so I thought, I can try to break in. And I think, what was it? Maybe like a month after I started speedrunning, I had the world record. And ever since that, I think I've improved it once or twice. Also, my one PB that beat the world record by like 5 minutes, but I didn't record.
Oh
Oops.
no. Yeah, that's a really quick record, like a month after learning it.
Yeah. It definitely helps to have a lot of knowledge of the game already. Because I was just cruising through the strats. I was already because I first used SMP's route to get through it, and then quite immediately I was already like, there are certain things that could have been improved. And so I started experimenting a little bit, found some time gains here and there, and filtered out some unnecessary things that SMP does. And then quite quickly I got the world record after that. So maybe,
yeah, routing for glitchless is like so much more important, I feel like, than the other categories, because the other categories, like any person, we use like a lot of glitches like to get levels and skip cutscenes, but this really requires like a big knowledge of the game on its own.
Yeah, definitely if you want to improve it. There have been a lot of things that I've tried to improve, but because since you fight the chickens a lot, there was the possibility of maybe getting Incendio Trio, but I think you're like just short of getting towards Incendio Trio with the chicken fights. But if you could, that would have been such a big time save as well. But fortunately, we have to do with Duo. But other than that, it's finding like those small things, like Voldemort is weak to Flipendo, so it's easy to think, okay, let's go for Flipendo Duo since that's the strongest Flipendo we have. But Flipendo Duo is just such a slow spell that Flipendo Uno just overall gets more damage, per second, as it were.
And Flipendo Duo doesn't really do that much damage either for its long animation.
Yeah, it's like twice the damage of Flipendo Uno, but like 3 times the time.
Yeah, that's really silly.
Like if we had Flipendo Trio, that would knock Flipendo Uno out of the park, but unfortunately we do not. Sure. And I think, yeah, we got one more level to go, so 3 or 4 more chicken fights, and then we're good to go. We're good to go for full risk as well.
So is that the last level that you'll be at until endgame after you're done with this grinding?
Yeah, and usually, I think it's with Like, it also depends on the encounters that you've had throughout the run, but sometimes from Devil's Snare you do level up, but there's a possibility that you don't level up after Devil's Snare, which can happen if you don't go for the one extra level on the chicken run, but I think we should be able to make it.
We believe in RNG.
But after that, you get so much experience from every single boss fight in the rooms leading up to Quirrell and Voldemort that you just level up every single time. So that at that point, you don't even need to worry about heals or anything. The only thing that you need really is enough pepper up potions on you. Especially during the Voldemort fight, because with the chest pieces, they don't do a lot of damage. So you can get through it by just getting the poison in, getting the stun in at least once, get a lot of time save, and then after that it's just like, you could use a potion to speed up the fight, but you're also spending time using a potion, so it's like, it doesn't really save time, or... So I usually just choose not to use any potions there, and it works. And then all the potions that I've saved up at that point, I might have used some at Devil's Snare, but other than that, it's all going towards Voldemort and Quirrell. And there we go, that's a chicken fight.
Let's go.
If I can get into Hagrid's house, there we go. So now we get a lot of cutscenes, a lot of like sort of mini quests and mini games, and then it's going up to Voldemort. How many times do we have to cook the chickens? I think Hagrid will take care of that, or Norbert. But luckily we don't have to do that anymore. All right, so now Ron got a message from his cousin in, I think, Romania, that they can take Norbert in. And so now we have to go to Hagrid, where Norbert has escaped. We'll have a mini game, then we'll have a mini quest after that, where we'll have to take Norbert up to the highest point in the school. And then we got the forest, which the Forbidden Forest, I think. The route there is always very hard to remember. Well, I hope I can pull it off. I sometimes have like a little memory slip about where to go. So if we want to stay on world record pace, then we'll have to get that in one go. So praying that my memory doesn't mess up.
Yeah, Forbidden Forest is so confusing. There's like so many paths that you can go through.
It's very confusing, yeah. And now we've got pretty much a similar game to the one where we had to catch Malfoy, but this one's a lot easier because the things that hit you are a lot smaller. Oh, but I still managed to get hit, of course. And there's one point where you're like, oh, I've almost got Norbert, and then he flies further again. Ooh. Didn't get there in time. That was not great, but we got him. And flashbangs. So many flashbangs.
Too many flashbangs.
Ooh. And again, we have got a lot of encounters that we need to steer clear from, but if we do hit an encounter and it's a singular troll, I don't mind fighting it, especially now that we've got the upgraded Vermilius. Will make fights a lot easier against the trolls, and then we can keep up the chance of maybe getting that belt. But if we don't get it, all fine, all good. Oh. Almost went back upstairs again. There we go. I'm always a little focused with the encounters in this game. 'Cause they can just spawn anywhere.
Yeah, that part is horrible.
Especially if you're walking up or down, there's just no room to react. Left and right isn't too bad, but seems that we got through at least one half of the route. But now we have to go back as well. We have to walk even further because we need to go to, oh, if I don't get stuck, to the astronomy tower. Ooh, no, but we do get one of my favorite animations here. I love how they just waddle with the crate. Little goofy, I really like it. What I had never really looked into though is because if you're just Harry, your hitbox is pretty much just the entirety of Harry. And if you have people following you, then there's not really an increase in hitbox with them. But in this case, like Hermione is sort of part of our back. So I'm wondering if Hermione is now also part of the hitbox or not. But I've never figured out.
Yeah, it might be Hermione. I'm not sure if it's the box or not.
Oh. Ooh. A snake.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh god. Always. I feel like there's always one there. There we go. We managed to flee.
The screen every time I can go through like from the like the third floor I think it is, or the floor before, and I just always get an encounter.
It's so nice on the third floor where you can just walk down in a straight line towards the next set of stairs, but then there's just always an encounter there.
Yep.
They don't want to make it easy on you. We made it to the 7th floor, although now we do get to the hardest part where it comes to avoiding encounters, because we got some very narrow hallways coming up. And here is Malfoy getting detention. Good stuff. Taking Slytherin away from a potential lead. Ah, almost. I think that does confirm though that Hermione might be part of the hitbox, because I feel like it hit Hermione in the shin.
Yeah. That cutscene is also really weird with Malfoy getting caught, because in any person, or 100% we need to win the House Cup at least once.
Oh
and
yeah.
If we trigger that cutscene for whatever reason, we cannot win the House Cup.
Oh really?
We need to skip that cutscene for 100%. It's really strange.
Oh, that's interesting, because Slytherin does lose points from it, so you'd think it'd only be beneficial.
Yeah, I have no idea why that happened.
Yeah, I think this game has drawn a lot of inspiration from the books. It's been a long time since I read the books, but I have watched like a lot of Harry Potter theory videos and whatnot, and every time they mention something that's in the books but not in the movies, there's like a good chance that I've seen it in one of the games, especially the GBC games.
Yeah, the GBC games are definitely the closest from the book. Like, they have nearly everything from the book. Really impressive.
Oh, come on. Oh, okay. I kind of want to do the fight.
Oh, a troll.
I was so ready to flee, but then I saw it's just a singular troll. And we got Vertimilius Duo, so why not? Will also help with Devil's Snare, probably. I think if we do this fight, then after Devil's Snare, we'll probably level up, so we don't need to worry about healing. Let's see, did we get the belt? It's already the third troll that we fought. Nope, no belt. Shame. But we still got the forest that we need to get through, so there's still a chance that we run into an encounter that's a single troll.
Yeah, this part used to be hell for old any person, because for a glitch that saved like over 40 seconds, we needed to do the entirety of forest without hitting a single encounter. It was terrible.
Oh yeah, no, I could not imagine going up to the entire forest and then hitting an encounter and then your run is just ruined.
Oh, I didn't know you could actually go there to go to the forest. I always went to Hagrid's hut first.
Oh yeah, no, I used to do that, but I found that this is a lot faster because you only have one like doorway that you have to go through.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Okay, so now the forest. Let's see if I remember it. If the characters finally go in, there we go. Okay, so first things first, there is a pepper potion here, and that's the only item that we will need from the forest. So other than that, we can focus on walking and not getting into any encounters.
I love the sliding animation.
Yeah,
it's
me
great.
too. Oh, damn it. A spooter. We go first down here. And then we'll have to walk down, and then Hagrid and Hermione, I think, take us to one direction, and then we have to go in the exact opposite direction again. This does feel like a lot of the games where you have to follow an NPC and they are slower than your running speed, but faster than your walking speed.
At least we can't hit the encounters, so that's something.
That is good, yeah. That's the only nice part about it. But we do have to walk a lot further from here, so it's like no encounters on this way, but there's also more space to come across encounters again. See, then we go down and further down. And then we go to the right and down, and that should be it. And then we just have to follow the same path back up again. I love how, because I've heard it in the book, Hermione is quite savage, and I love how they reflected that in the game. She just wished harm upon Malfoy. Hope no one's hurt except Malfoy, maybe. Alright.
Very mean.
I do really enjoy the music in this. It's so chill, but also super ominous. Let's see, does this work? Yes. Oh, come on. Ah, that didn't work.
And the music for Forest is kind of spooky.
I really love the music in GBC1 in general. Oh, come on, let me leave, please. There we go.
In 2GBC, I think they actually took the soundtracks from the soundtracks that Jeremy Soule made, but they ported it to GBC. But this one is actually its own soundtracks.
Yeah.
Or it's somewhat different. That wasn't Jeremy Soule.
I also love how in later Harry Potter games, like across platforms, there's so much overlap. So there were things in the PS1 or the PC games that I thought were from the third GBA game, but apparently they are just sounds that went cross-platform. And I was loving
I
those
really
back.
like that. They like it kind of links all the game together. Which is what
exactly.
I really like. have like the same soundtracks in like almost all the HP1 and HP2. It's really cool.
Alright, let's see if we can make it back through the forest without any encounters. Well, didn't react in time.
These turtles are impossible to kill. I don't know what you need to kill them, but I could never kill them.
Oh yeah. I never managed to remember what they're strong or weak against. That's what I do like about Harry Potter 3 GBA, with the whole Informer spell where you can see what they're strong against, what they're weak against.
Yeah, for sure. I think they also did that in 2 GBC, but yeah, it's a shame this game doesn't have that.
Oh, go up a little more. There we go. And that's the forest. I have,
close to the end.
I have a feeling this won't be world record pace unless we do the entire final sequence in like 10 minutes, but it's gonna be close. Oh, I'll go under. Thank you very much. It should still be at least like, oh, come on. It should still be, oh. What happened? Ah. There we go. Now I can finish my sentence. It should still be at least like second on the rankings, because I think S&P's old world record is at 221, and we're well within the 220. I'm guessing it's gonna be like maybe like a 214, something like that. Also, I like that it's still night, there's still encounters and everything, but this is the only time where the shortcuts are available to use at nighttime. So, oh, the guardian of the Griffin's butt. Oh, come on. This is what I hate the most, when you just cannot flee a run and you have enemies with really slow attacks. Okay, come on, third time's the charm.
If I may spoil a little bit, you are a tiny bit under a minute ahead of record.
Oh, well, let's see how it goes then. Oh, I'm not sure if I think I went to the shop later here, but it's still open, so it's fine. Okay, we don't have that much money, but we can get a few potions in. I think that might be all we need. So yeah, Prage on some good RNG. If we can get a 210, that would be cool. Sub 210 would be even cooler. That would be one step closer to the sub 2. But it all depends on how the upcoming fights are gonna go. First, we got a few cutscenes. We got us trying to get Hagrid to talk, but Hagrid doesn't really say anything about the entire situation. And Dumbledore is gone from the school, so we have to take matters in our own hands. Alright. And we should be coming up on the last bit of Walking Simulator, finally. I love this game, but man, everything is too big. Yeah, Dumbledore is a little useless in this this situation. But luckily, We got this, we got this. This is our last time being able to use the Griffin's butt. Right. Then Ron and Hermione should be in the dorm room, only for us to then decide to go back down again. The lovely flashbangs. And I think those are among the last cutscene flashbangs until we reach the end of the game, the end of the run. Oh. And also this this run does not end when we kill Voldemort. This run ends a little after that, when the entire ceremony and whatnot has been done. So no being too trigger happy with ending the run. Also, man, please be able to flee. Okay, good. There we go. What run is next? That is a good question. What do we have after this?
We have a 7-part race, New Game Plus with myself, Katashi, and Gertie. Literally top 3 place runners.
Ooh.
I have record Katashi 2nd place and Gertie is 3rd place.
Oh, that's gonna be
cool.
very interesting, yeah. Alright, here we go. This is what we've been training for. Hoping for a few misses here and there, especially from the big devil snare. And hopefully we can get maybe one crit into one of the smaller tentacles. There we go. That's a miss from the big guy. That'll help us a ton. Then we can get rid of the small tentacles without having to heal in between. Oh, if only I could have gotten that crit on the first one, that would have been nice, but... Ooh, or can we get through the small ones without needing to heal? Please miss. Oh. I only have normal Wiggle Welds, so we might have to do this over and over again until the big plant misses. Oh. We didn't get any good RNG with the Wingwall grants. There we go. A miss. We just gotta hope for some misses from this big guy. I think we made it. I think we got pretty lucky here. As long as this hits, we're good. Oh, now we get a crit. Okay, it's fine. We still made it through. And we gain a new level. Perfect. I think we're good. I think we're good. That's like the hardest fight that we have here. The only thing that can screw us over at this point is the potion quest or the quiz thingy game. Also, this is... Oh, please. My time, taking my time. Oh. Bit too quick. Oh. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Come on. No, please. 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 Come on, come on. No. Why are these here? Why are these here? Oh my god. This has never gone this bad. Please. Wait, where Why was that just gone all of a sudden? That one bronze key. All right. The chest pieces. Let's see if we maybe get any good accessories. But yeah, we poison them. And then we stun them. And then see if we can see how much incendio we can get in. And at this point, you know, we could use a pepper up potion, but I'd rather save up my pepper ups. They don't do a lot of damage. And they don't have that much health. So we'll get through it with just the mucus ad nauseum in no time. And then we should level up after this. So we're full magic again. Maybe 2 more turns. 3 more maybe. And there we go, that's the first chest piece done. Oh, I think we got something. I didn't have enough time to really see what we got. But again, poison. Stun it. And then we just incendio. For some extra damage. 26, that's pretty good. 5, not great. But it's almost dead. Could have probably gone without using that without that incendio. Nothing there. And now I got the last guy, the king. And against the king, the incendio is not the strongest spell, so we do everything with Flipendo here. And normally if you have Flipendo Duo, you could get a little bit of damage in, but it's still like not a lot, and it's easier to just get a quick spell in like Flipendo Uno. Doesn't do any damage, but the poison hits more often. Also, this is quite a good stun. My god. Oh my god, this is a really good stun. And I think that's the king. Oh. Right on this last turn where he probably can't... He had 1 HP left, what? Oh my god.
Let's go, time save.
Alright. And now we get... Like there's technically, there's a potion there, there's a Grand Wiggle Well, but at this point we don't even need it anymore. Because we only need to take 1 hit from both Quirrell and Voldemort. And we can tank that. Okay, nothing right, that is so good. Okay. Oh. Good. Oh, at least I know that this is also wrong. Yeah, okay. That. Also 2. That. That's 3. Oh, there we go. Alright.
Nice.
Not the quickest, but at least it was easy. Now we got the final fights. We got 3 minutes left to get world record, so hopefully we can get through all of this in 3 minutes. If this is world record, it's gonna be like world record by 10 seconds. But I have a feeling I might have bled some time somewhere with like encounters. Oh my god, I've never gotten this. How much? Okay, 20 damage. I can take that. Is a grand.
Can you not stack the poison, or does it just lose too much MP?
No, you can unfortunately not stack poison. Otherwise, that would have been a really easy way to get through the fight, but...
Because I know in any person we do stack poison, but maybe it works a bit different for this.
Yeah, I don't know. I've tried stacking poison, but it never works. It just stays at 20. Oh, there we go. That's the first one done. And now we got the big fun. Oof. Going through it a little slowly because I'm afraid of making mistakes. There we go. And now we just flip Endo and keep him stunned. Hopefully we get a few long stuns. I've once had one that went the entire battle, but I don't think we got that kind of RNG in us today. Okay, halfway. Go, and no stopping the timer yet, but that's Voldemort at least done. Now we just have the cutscenes, and yeah, it's not gonna be world record, unfortunately. But it is close, it is very close.
Oh, very good run.
Now we just got a lot of talking simulator to go through. We got the ending ceremony, a lot of points being rewarded to Gryffindor. But it's probably not going to be enough to win, and Hufflepuff takes it this time. Nice. That's fun for Hufflepuff. And that's the point, so you can end it in 3, 2, 1.
GG's.
Thank you.
So Gryffindor did not
15.
win. GG is a very good time.
Thank you
Considering
very
how
much.
much RNG there is in this run, and also going for one level less than the safe strat. Definitely a good run.
Yeah, I think if I had decided not to go for the troll encounters, I would have probably gotten the world record, but it's still a good run.
It is what it is.
It is what it
Better
is.
sometimes.
But yeah, thank you guys for having me, and I hope you all enjoy the upcoming runs.
Yeah. Next up, we have. So we would normally have some part 2 New Game Plus race with me, Gertie, and Katashi, but we are massively ahead of schedule, so we might actually have either after the Sun Party race or before. We're gonna decide kind of on the fly. But I will probably showcase the new any person run with
Ooh.
the credit warp because it's only a 20-minute run, so it's really short. So yeah, we'll kind of decide on the fly. But
Oh, that sounds
unless
good.
yeah, unless you have anything else you want to add, we can go into a quick transition.
No, I think that was it. Thank you guys very much for watching and enjoy the upcoming runs and the entire Potterthon event.
Perfect. See you guys in a bit.